pick up toys. This is a shared responsibility. Because this is the last chore ticket before our evening, and this is usually around 3 o'clock-ish, 4 o'clock-ish when I start dinner. And so this keeps them busy and keeps me from having to pick up before Paul gets home. So they have to go around and they have to do a quick sweep of the floor in the living room and get all those toys up, make sure the playroom upstairs is clean. I do have issues with thing one doing more than thing two sometimes, and that's where the motivation factor comes in, that I make them accountable to each other. So if someone's doing more than the other and gets tattled on for it, then there's probably a good chance you're not going to get that ticket. And number one's a great tattler, so number two has motivation to keep up with her and do his fair share. So after that chore, they would receive another ticket, which earns them another privilege for the evening. And usually this comes in handy because everybody wants to watch TV by this time. And so they can watch TV, I can start dinner. So now we start with evening chores. So this is around dinner time. So the first thing that you'll see is dinner. Again, this doesn't mean they have to eat all their dinner. That's a whole separate another thing, but this is just for them to have an outline of what comes next in their day. Homework. This is mainly for thing one. As you know, I give out homework as needed. She knows that she has to get this done right after dinner. Baths. Again, just so they know the order. Brush teeth. Floss. And for whatever reason, there's supposed to be a pajama one, so they know to go put on their pajamas after that. But it may be because of the bath. I don't know why it's not in there. And then prayers. That means bedtime. They know that at that point, it is the end of the day. They will receive their third ticket, and they will have that for the very next day, and their day is over. I don't want to see them anymore. They're going to bed. Good night. Love you. So after they've done all that, let's talk about what a privilege pass is for. And my screen locked again. A privilege pass is a pass that you would receive or hand to your child to correct a certain behavior. We had a lot of issues with thing two, getting out of bed, and after we said goodnight, he get out of bed. I need a drink of water. I need to go potty. I need to just tell you one more thing. I just want to tell you I love you. One more hug and kiss, blah, blah, blah. So the privilege pass we started using to correct that behavior. If he stayed in bed and didn't get out of bed, he would have this privilege pass waiting for him the very next morning. And this privilege pass is like a ticket in that he can use it for whatever privilege he wants. It's different from a ticket because he didn't earn it, but it's a little bit of an extra incentive for him to do what he wants. Does it work? Yes, it does. You can use it to correct a whole variety of behaviors, manners, getting out of bed. Let's say that you want to teach them more manners at the dinner table, or how to not get out of your chair, for instance. We had also had issues with number two, getting out of his chair without permission. Privilege pass. And what else did we use it for? We used it for other things. Right off the top of my head, it's just the two that I can think of was dinner time and bedtime. A best behavior card is a card that you can give out at any time. It's, again, just a little bit more of an incentive for your child to be on your best behavior throughout the day. If they specifically ask for this behavior card and say, Mom, do I get this best behavior card because of something that I did? The answer is no. They just lost the right to get it. The privilege. They just lost their chances, I guess is the right way to say that, at receiving this card. So let's say Jacob or thing two spontaneously shares with thing three or thing one, then I see this as a teaching opportunity, so I hand out this card. Does it work? Yes. And they're very excited when they receive it. Actually, thing two received it yesterday because I was gone, and he stepped up to plate to help Paul with thing three. Thing three was having a meltdown, and I was told when I came home that he took care of all the chores, cleaning up, and kept his little brother by his side and was very helpful in engaging him in other activities. That to me was awesome because he was sharing responsibility, and he was taking thing three under his wing and helping out his dad while I was away. So he earned a best behavior card for this. Last but not least is the bonus buck. which ties into the next thing I want to talk about. You have the ability to give your kids extra chores to earn money. It is what it is. It's a bonus buck. At the end of every week, they cash in their bonus bucks for real money, and it's up to you to determine how much you want to pay them for whatever. We have, I have two main chores that, for me, are big things that I really need help with. One is vacuuming. No, this is car care. Sorry. One is vacuuming, and so if they want to earn extra money or just want to help out, they can do that by picking up a vacuum and going to town. They all know how to use it. I plug it in for them, and they can vacuum the kitchen and the living room, the dining room for me, or bedrooms, whatever they want. Anything is a blessing at this point. Car care. This is number 2's favorite chore. He loves to go vacuum out the car. And so when he does this for me, praise God, I give him a bonus buck. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about these date night cards. So I mentioned that they can receive a ticket they can receive up to 3 tickets a day. If your child received all 3 tickets for doing morning, afternoon, and evening chores, they get a star in the evening. And it goes on their date night card. And we haven't written anything here because we only received 2, and our children change their mind quite often on what they're going to do with this date night card. But it says, I earned a special date with, and then you're supposed to put mom or dad. And our kids kind of rotate on who they want to go on a date with, and that's fine. This is more of a long-term goal thing for them. So they may get their 3 tickets, which is instant gratification and instant praise and reinforcement for them doing the things that they are responsible for. However, we want to teach them longer-term goals too, and teach them about working towards a goal. And sometimes bonus bucks doesn't really cover that, because let's say they want a toy. It may take a little bit longer, but my kids are a little bit more impatient than waiting, 3 weeks to save up $10. So they know that special time with us is a big deal. So they are willing to work for it. Every time they receive 3 tickets for a day, they get a star. I got to figure out how to turn this off. They receive a star, and after 3, 6, 9, 10 stars, they have earned a date. And that is one-on-one time with whatever parent they want to do pretty much whatever they want. So that could include ice cream, it could include a dinner, it could include going to the Lego store, pretty much anything. It's guaranteed time with that parent for that next weekend. And this works. Again, they get excited about how many stars they have left to earn a date and how many stars are on there. And they do rag each other when one is behind the other one. And I have been known to take away stars based on behavior, because sometimes tickets are already used. So I do use this as a disciplinary tool as well. If I'm having a really hard time with an attitude or something, I can just say, I may have to take a star off of your date night card if you continue. It usually nips it in the bud. So that is that. Hi everyone, thank you again for joining me, and like I said, I'm sorry that was a little bit long, but if you actually went through the whole entire video session, then I appreciate your attention, and I'm going to actually end this one now and start a new video about the products from Norwix. It's a cleaning product, and so I want to give that its full attention because it's kind of a side thing from chores, and tell you how much I like it and what it's all about. So if you're interested, then click on the next video below. Thanks.